What's up, party people? Today we are going to be answering the age old question of why am I like this? Um, we're going to figure out what are you like? Why are you like that? How does it help or hurt you? And how should you be like going forward? I'm just going to jump right into it, I guess. I gotta remember to talk louder. I need to get a microphone. Remember that. So you guys can hear me. But I'm going to be using my archetype deck today because I like it. Okay. And this is a general reading, so whatever. That was a lot of cards. What are you like? What is that? When you say to yourself, why am I like that? What exactly is it that you are referring to? Oh, we got the mirror that came out. So that's fun. And I'm gonna go to the book. Let's see. Please. Because I do feel like before I even look at the book, I guess I'll just say what I feel. I feel like for some people it may be like you looking at other people and saying like, why are you like that? And this may be triggering something in you that is like really offset or put off kilter by the way that other people choose to act around you. And you may find yourself being like, I wish people would just not act like that, or why do people act like that, or if other people could just figure it out, or why is this person like this if somebody just figures it out. You may be having a lot of thought like that, and unbeknownst to yourself, like not even realizing that you're giving away power to how other people act over you. Like, it sounds simple, and it is simple if you want to be like cut and dry about it. Like, stop giving away your power, stop worrying about why other people act the way that they act, and focus on why are you so triggered by it. Because you can control your trigger. Like, you can control the trauma, you can heal your trauma, you can figure that out. You can't control how other people act, you know? But the mirror, we have the reflection, the illusion, the looking glass. It says we look into mirrors every day without recognizing them as portals into another realm. They can shatter, flatter, distort, reflect, and project an image back to us that we deem to be true. The energy of the mirror is all about self-perception. When the archetype of the mirror appears, we are in the mythic land of Narcissus, who saw himself reflected in a pool and fell in love with his own image. So compelled by his reflection, he could not turn away, a fixation that eventually led to his death. Recognize the power and danger of the mirror. It is a construct, one that may drive a shard between you and your true self. The mirror contains trickster energy. Put the phone down, stop with the comparisons, and let the mirror stand empty for a while. Rest with the one inside. Okay, I also feel like, why are you like that? Because you're trying to be something that you're not. You're trying really hard to force yourself to be in a mold that, for some of you, you've even just outgrew. Like, I just caught 444, so synchronicity. But for some of you, maybe you even just outgrew this mold where before you were comfortable in your little box or your heart-shaped cookie cutter or whatever it is. And you just don't fit that shape anymore, or like now you want to be a bigger cookie or whatever. So when you catch yourself feeling like, why am I like this? Or why did I just say that? Or why did I just do that? It's because the like projection that like the true self, I guess it's so funny because like sometimes I relate it to like the inner child kind of being like, no, like stop. This isn't like acting out basically to get your attention. Like this isn't what we're supposed to be doing. This isn't what we agreed, like, or even just your intuition if you want to look at it like that. Like, no, stop. This isn't what we agreed. Um, this isn't what we agreed on. This isn't what it's supposed to be. So it's like a sign to stop and like kind of reflect and pay attention and kind of check your alignment. Um, because if you just mirror what you see or go based off of what you think you're supposed to be and do instead of what you actually are, be, do, feel, insert whatever here, you're never going to be happy. You're never going to achieve exactly what it is that you're looking for. You're only ever going to be like just almost there. So now we're gonna look at why you're like that. Let's see, why are you like that? Like, what's not like why, like, oh, trauma, blah 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 blah. We're just gonna cut out the middleman and get to the why are you like that? Like, what do you need? What do you need? What are you asking for? What are you trying to communicate? Why are we like that? I am a superhero. If I can dream it, I can do it. And in this case, I truly do feel like it's your inner child kind of trying to remind you, like, hey, you're trying to take an easy way out. You're taking a shortcut. You're making it like, or even just like doubting yourself, even where like, whatever dream you have, it may seem out of reach. Like you might want to win the lottery or be a millionaire, or like, I don't know, even something realistic where standing up for yourself may seem like it's something that you could never be able to do, or making a phone call, like making your own doctor's appointments, or like whatever. It may seem like there's no way that I'm going to be able to do this, like, and without realizing that you've been already like taking excuse me, without realizing and like taking a step out and giving yourself the time to realize that you've already been like putting yourself in situations that may seem as difficult as making your own doctor's appointment, or like asking this person out, or like doing doing the dishes. Like, it doesn't have to be being a millionaire, writing a book and doing all this stuff. I mean, eventually it can be, but if you're, let's be honest, if you can't like control the reality that you're already living in, you're not going to be able to manifest the reality that you want. So like like I'm never going to be able to set this boundary, or like I'm never going to be able to ask for this raise. It's like, if you keep telling yourself that you can't, then no, you can't. Plain and simple. So how is this mirror? I'm going to look at both. I want to look at both, how it's helping you and how it is hurting you. So how is this mirror persona? Why are we like this? How is it helping us? And even if it's not like helping us in the like currently, it's a frequency that you aligned with because it was something that you wanted at one point, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like it's something that you needed it at one point. Something that you vibrated with and now you're there. So let's see how this mirror is being beneficial to you right now. Or in the past or whatever, you know. Yeah, so we have the Page of Cups coming out, as well as the Wheel of Fortune. And I really do with the Ace of Cups coming under the deck. I feel like you needed to kind of be wearing this mask. You needed to kind of like take on these projections. Basically, I just saw 11:11, so you needed to take on these projections basically to be able to realize the discomfort. It's like, and even honestly, if we want to get to molecular, like, people are gonna think I'm crazy brain stuff about it, but like, for whatever reason, you believe that you have to learn your lessons the hard way. For whatever reason, it is true, 110% true. There's conviction all over your body. You believe in your core, like it is an absolute fact for you, to you, that you have to learn your lessons the hard way. So wearing this mask, being in this energy of putting on this mirror and kind of forcing yourself to sit in this energy has given you the opportunity to learn your lesson the hard way. And the lesson being that you need to be your authentic self, like unapologetically, relentlessly, to enjoy the reality that you're manifesting. Down to the itty bitty cut and dry, you need to believe with, like, just how you can just believe with conviction as much as you believe that things have to be hard. You can believe that they don't. You can stand in that truth. You can believe it with your soul. You can believe it so much that you stop having an emotional, like, I'm not saying stop being grateful, but like you're able to not be so impacted negatively if things don't go the right way. You know what I mean? It's tap in with me one-on-one if you want to tap in one-on-one. But I do offer personal readings and stuff, so like whatever. But back to this general reading, I do strongly feel like you needed to, and it's kind of like, I even feel like with the Wheel of Fortune where it's like before you maybe did feel like you were in alignment, and even if the mirror, like you didn't feel like you were looking in a mirror, you were on the right path, something shifted within you or within your path, and now you are not being authentic to yourself. And the mirror here, it's just the flow of the universe. It's giving you an opportunity to readjust, to realign, to kind of check yourself before you wreck yourself, if that makes sense. And I feel like I kind of touched on how it is helping you. But let's pull a card just to see. Yeah. Magician. It's helping you because it's giving you this opportunity to see, providing. Oh, hello. Page of Wands. Swords underneath the deck. It's giving you this opportunity to learn. It's a learning opportunity. You are starting to grasp a new level to the way that you're able to manifest, to how you manifest, to the things that you're able to manifest, to exactly what you can do with your reality. So I'm going to get these archetype cards back out, and we're going to look at advice going forward on how you can be next. What's a new way of being or thinking or doing or whatever that could be beneficial to you going forward. And not to say that you'll never be in the energy of the mirror again, because that's just not how things work. But to be able to recognize, hey, things don't feel right. And it's so funny because, like, I work with kids with autism. So one thing that I do is try to help kids. And then there's, like, not even autism, but, like, kids in general before they even learn how to talk. Like, people in general before they, even if they do know how to talk, they just don't have the language to communicate how they're feeling. So, like, I have a kid who, she was tired. And instead of just being like, I'm tired, she just started screaming. And, like, one thing that I do is I help her, like, go from being like, I don't have language to express this to, like, I'm tired, and then helping her being able to cope with being tired, but also, like, not immediately being able to go to sleep right now, or, like, you know, stuff like that, whatever. But it's like, the mirror doesn't disappear. You know what I mean? It's like the mirror is always there, and sometimes you look in it. But to be able to go from screaming because you don't have the language or the tools to deal with the situation to recognizing, okay, this is where I am. This is how I'm tired. I'm going to do what I do when I'm tired versus I don't know what's going on. I'm just going to start screaming. Anyway, I hope that made sense because I don't know what just happened to my brain. But how to be next? What should we be like next? Next time when we come to this point in our lives and we're like, why am I like this? How are we going to be? I'm just going to pick one because it's kind of sticky. The Judge. We got the Judge coming in. Cool. My friend had a ferret. His name was the Judge. He was a cool dude. But anyway, and I do, honestly, I feel like I don't even really have to look this up because I kind of just feel like the Judge is kind of just recapping everything that I just said, where it's like being able to, like, kind of in Hoodoo where you work with both hands, be able to work with the light and the dark, look at the good and the bad, being able to kind of, I guess, take that law of non-judgment when you're dealing with situations to be able to decide, to get to a point where you're able to decide what emotion you want to assign to the reaction, if that makes sense. But anyway, it says, the critic, the diplomat, the advocate. The Judge has an incredibly important job. They work every day, they work every waking hour of every day, helping us discern what is safe, true, and just. I just said that. When this archetype remains unconscious or is captivated by fear, wise discernment turns into a painful judgment of self and other. Ironically, the Judge's energy can be the seed of racism, bigotry, and fear-mongering. This is the Judge out of balance, building walls, separating from other. When this same discerning force is made conscious and healed, however, The judge may be found advocating for civil rights causes, standing up for the underdog, providing resources for those in need, and forgiving again and again. Love is the deciding factor. Awakening this archetype is essential for the complex times we are in. Get your judge in order. The world needs it. And even outside of the world, I mean, I get it. Yeah, the world, big picture. We love the world. I love it when people live, and I love it when people are safe and happy and healthy. And I love it when everybody is just great. I love that. The universe. Y'all like it, I love it. When y'all happy, I'm happy. I fuck with it real heavy. Rooting for all of you. But at the same time, it's like none of that really matters because I can't control any of that. So taking the archetype of the judge, going from bigger picture to like focusing on the self, like forgive yourself. Like seriously, and I know it sounds so stupid and like cliche and people say that all the time, but literally, like, just tell yourself that it's okay. And this is Indy. That's my boy. But just tell yourself that it's okay. Like, when you're like, why am I like this? Just say, because I'm like this. And it's okay. And I can be differently if how I'm being right now doesn't work. 21. If how I'm being right now doesn't work for how I want to be right now, I can be differently. And when I want to be different and things that I'm doing right now aren't working for the way that I want to be, I can be different again. Like, literally, it's that easy. And you can determine and trust your judgment that you know when it's time to move and when it's time to chill out. I am going to pick a blessing card for you guys. We're gonna see what's coming up out of here. A blessing is coming your way. Not even what blessing is coming your way, but what blessing is present right now. What blessing is present right now, but is being hidden from you because of the mirror, because of the mask? What blessing is literally right in front of your face, but you just are playing pretend like you don't see it because it's not lining up with